Welcome to another video, and today we're talking about Tesla. Specifically, the Tesla share price by the end of the year, at least my target share price. Now, as always, the bottom line comes first because I value your time. If you want to stick around for the analysis, hey, stick around. But here's the bottom line. I believe that by the end of this year, the share price of Tesla will go to $500. And in this video, I'll explain why, so you're welcome to stick around. My name is Tom Nash, and I quit my corporate job as a senior financial analyst to break down companies for you. If there's one thing you need to know about me, I don't take bullshit from anybody. Now, here's a few reasons why I think that's gonna happen. First of all, Tesla has just announced that its China push is actually taking place. This China push is very interesting because what's happening right now is that on Friday, we got a major announcement. Tesla was finally authorized by the Chinese government to register its brand new Model Y for sale in China. Of course, these are the Model Ys that's going to be manufactured in China, and these are huge news. Why? Well, here's the thing. Just for these Model Ys, the expected rate will be 350,000 vehicles for the first year alone. That's a lot of shekels, but that's not the whole story. The main story is what's going on with China regulatory-wise. The Chinese government is making a push to make at least 20% of all vehicles completely electric by 2025. Now think about it this way. Every year in China, there are about 30 million cars sold annually. And if 20% of these cars by 2025 will be electric, that means that this market will have 6 million electric cars by 2025 per year. That's going to make it a huge market for electric vehicles, and Tesla, as the front runner in this market, along with NIO and XPeng and other companies, will have a big chunk of it, which means a lot of revenue, a lot of income, a lot of power, and a lot of expansions, which will translate to a higher share price by the end of the year because the market is smart. And of course, the short sellers and the haters will keep telling you that this is all regulatory credits. This isn't real. Well, let me ask you what is real. How about 39% year-over-year growth in revenue? How about 146% year-over-year growth in net operating income? How about 217% in net operating cash flow growth year-over-year? Are those fake? Are those regulatory credits? By this point, the whole regulatory credit argument seems more emotional than logical, so I don't buy that, and I don't suggest you do either. And speaking of real infrastructure, Tesla just announced that its number of Superchargers just crossed 20,000 globally. Now that puts them light years ahead of any other EV manufacturer as far as infrastructure and deployment. That doesn't come cheap, ladies and gentlemen. And how about the fact that my electric bill is actually higher than the Tesla budget for advertising? This company literally has $0 invested in advertising annually. I've never seen anything like this. All Elon needs to do is just announce some shorts or a couple of flamethrowers or an overpriced bottle of tequila. By the way, that sold out before he even tweeted about it, and he gets a ton of free PR all over the place. No other manufacturer has that trick up their sleeve. Electric or ICE, doesn't matter. This is millions of dollars of investment that they don't have to do into advertisement. That means that money is real. It goes into R&D and it goes into investment in developing more factories, better cars, and more development for Tesla. And speaking of more real things that Tesla has been doing, how about the new pre-orders for the semi-truck? Now, we know that Tesla already had 130 trucks pre-ordered from Walmart. We now know, based on reports, that it has another 150 from Pride, which is a company that owns a truck leasing service, and that has an option to go to 500. Now, just to explain something to you, this isn't some Nikola Badger pre-order. These pre-orders come with a price tag, with a seriousness fee, so to speak, right? So you have to put up $20,000 per single truck of pre-order. So that is real money, real customers, real revenue. And to think that they have almost 300 pre-orders without even putting a single truck on the road, and people actually invested $20,000 per pre-order, blows my mind and shows me that Tesla is about to steamroll the Class 8 and Class 7 markets entirely. And speaking about real things that Tesla is doing, let's talk about their batteries. Now, we're not gonna talk about the new imaginary battery because we haven't seen it yet. Might as well be completely fake. Who knows? Let's talk about their existing batteries. So first of all, everybody knows that Tesla is getting their batteries from Panasonic. It's no secret, right? It's actually one of the biggest knocks of short sellers and haters against Tesla, meaning that Tesla has no battery capacity production in-house. Well, if you look behind the curtain, you're gonna see some very interesting stuff. First of all, the Austin factory, based on recent reports, is actually priming to develop its own battery production capacity, which is a first for Tesla. That's a signal that they're priming to develop in-house battery capacities. Not to mention, they have a brewing partnership with Vale and Sigma for the provision of nickel and lithium independently, which means that Tesla is already building its own supply chain. Not to mention, Tesla is actively working to get rid of cobalt from the batteries, which not only going to make it cheaper, but more morally honest, because what's going on in Congo needs to stop. So based on all that, I think the agreement with Panasonic is on its last leg. I think that Tesla is closer, much closer than you think, to being independently able to produce its own batteries. Once that happens, it's game over for everybody. And speaking of real things, which sometimes feel unbelievable, let's talk about the US elections. How crazy is that? And based on the results of the US elections, the Tesla share price is definitely expected to go up. Why? There's a slew of reasons. First of all, renewables and EVs in general will get a huge boost based on these results. And Tesla, as one of the market leaders in this category, will get naturally the biggest piece of the pie. That is without even talking about the energy business, which in itself will get a huge boost, the insurance business, the $25,000 car, the new battery. There's a slew of news that is not yet factored into the share price. And I believe that by the end of this year, it's going to be at $500. And even more, I believe that by the end of the next year, we have at least 60 to 80% more of upside in Tesla. So I personally think it's a great investment long term. Again, this isn't day trading, this isn't swing trading, I'm talking long term. Now, as always, a huge thanks for our channel members, our Patreons, everybody who's been supporting our channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys in the next video.